Here.
Mrs. Klein?
Here.
Mr. Foyce?
Here.
Mr. Greider? And Mrs.
Here.
Jewin? Oh, he's here. Good.
Here.
And Mrs. Jewin?
Here. The first item on our agenda is discussion of electronic records, electronic signatures, and contract execution ordinance amendment. And Ms. Felsley, you submitted that. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Actually,
Sure.
could we get a motion to approve the agenda first?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
To approve the
I think
agenda as proposed.
Pat was ahead of you. Is that what you
Second.
wanted to do, Pat?
Yes, sure, yes.
Okay, thank you. And who seconded it?
I did.
Okay, thank you. Now, roll call, please. I'm sorry. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now I'll turn it over to you, Madam Clerk.
Okay. I do have an item on the agenda tonight. It's to approve a contract with a company called Signex to provide us with the ability to gather signatures electronically and then track the signature signing process in a digital form. The ordinance that I have before you tonight more or less just acknowledges the fact that we are wanting to be able to gather electronic signatures. There is a section of Iowa Code called Section 554D, and what that does is it acknowledges the existence of the Uniform Electronic Transactions Act, which is an act that was adopted by the U.S. government, and the purpose of that is to harmonize how states conduct transactions through paper records, converting them to digital records, and establishing and acknowledging the validity of electronic signatures. So as we moved into the digital age, into the 2000s, just allowing for recognizing the ability to conduct business in that manner. So more or less what the the ordinance would be doing is acknowledging the fact that the city would be able to conduct business through electronic records. We would be able to collect electronic signatures on documents and then provide some definitions in accordance with that section of Iowa Code for those. Does anyone have any questions?
Kelly and I talked about this earlier today, and it just seems to be something that makes, especially at the time of what we're in right now in our coronavirus, it's so helpful, but other times as well. And she mentioned that a lot of other cities are moving towards this. It's relatively new in Iowa, but catching on. It just seems to be the expedient thing to do. No one has any questions at this point?
I do have one, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Are other cities of our size here in Iowa or elsewhere using this same company? Have we heard anything about the company that we're specifically looking at for these?
This company is not working with any other city in the state of Iowa currently. Some other platforms are being used in Iowa. One of them would be DocuSign. There's 2 school districts in Iowa that have started using DocuSign. For the most part, I did have a hard time finding other communities in the state of Iowa that were utilizing electronic signatures. It is starting to gain some traction in Minnesota and Wisconsin. However, it's primarily more popular in communities on the coasts.
So, Kelly, you haven't talked to anyone that's actually used this company before?
Not in Iowa, no. I did select this company based off of their price and the fact that they do integrate with our document management system, Laserfiche.
Any other questions? I'm sorry. Pat, go ahead.
Yeah, Kelly, does this require the bidding process?
No, this would not have any impact on the bidding process.
Okay.
Other questions? Okay, good. Thank you, Kelly. The next item on the agenda, and can we move to it now, even though we're a little ahead of time, Kelly?
We can. I don't know that they're online yet, though.
Noel was on just a few. Yeah, Noel's still on.
Yeah, we have an update from Grow Cedar Valley.
Yeah.
But they're not starting until 4:40.
Okay.
Do you see anybody from
Well,
them, Chris? We don't see anybody from them yet, so we could take a short break until 4:40.
Kelly,
Yep.
Kelly, why don't you start with some more Title I revisions? Just kidding.
You said you didn't want to.
The answer is no, Pat. No.
Well, I mean, we do have time.
No,
That's good.
we don't have nearly enough time, Pat. Not nearly.
But Sharon, I was figuring that if we took 15-minute increments, we might be done by 2026 or something.
There's some merit in that, Pat, but I think we're going to pass at this point, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you want to do a short recess until 4:40?
Well, if our speaker aren't there, that's probably our best bet, unless Noel wants to give an update on anything else in the interim. Noel, do you want to give an introduction of sorts into the topic?
Sure. So, as you may be aware, the City of Waterloo contracts with the Greater Cedar Valley Alliance, or Grow Cedar Valley now, to do economic development activities with us, where they're going to seminars, they're going to meetings in Chicago and all that to try and draw additional business here. They also work with us for state projects on a larger basis. They're actually the primary point of contact for the entire Cedar Valley area with the state of Iowa for those larger projects. But this is, as part of their contract, they give quarterly reports to the council. So this is just their scheduled update on what they've been working on, what they're focusing on. And I imagine today's they'll have some information on, they've been doing some surveys and things like that on the COVID impact on businesses as well. So you'll hear some of that today as well.
Can we all get this update? I don't think you can see it. I think the last one is the most current one, winter of 2019/20.
Yes, it is. The winter one is the most recent.
Okay. And I think everybody has a copy of that, correct?
We'll make sure to get them in all your boxes downstairs or electronically or both. Then if I see some people shaking their head no, so we'll make sure to get those out.
Okay.
They're
Thank you.
normally given out the day of Good Morning Cedar Valley. And of course, that was canceled with the COVID thing, so there may have been some that were missed, obviously. I do see Lisa is on now. If I don't know if you have to wait till 4:40, but
I think by virtue of it being posted as starting at 4:40, we can't start before then, I don't think. So just everybody take a little break and we'll get back together at 4:40.